Well, most of you already know my story and how I got here. A kid from the hood that got cut and eventually made his high school team. While I was there, I faced a lot of trials. And somehow, I overcame them all. I ended up transferring and dominated at my new school. Everything that I got there, I worked for it. From player of the year to multiple D1 scholarships. I continued my career at Stanford and fought through adversity after going through 2 significant injuries, one to my ankle and one to my hand. But all in all, I was able to handle business at the collegiate level. And a lot of people will say I left a legacy at Stanford. But now, it was time for the NBA journey. Yo, what's the word with y'all boys, man? Damn, I ain't seen y'all in a long time. But I peeped y'all was rocking with the first documentary about my life. So I figured why not continue it and talk about the NBA journey. For the OGs who was here in season 1, you already know the drill. Make sure you watch the whole video, cause I don't want y'all missing any parts. And we gonna dive right into it. Now don't get me wrong, my family raised me right. And I've always been humble my whole life. But I can't fake it to y'all, man. Ever since I signed that contract, I've been getting that bag. After taking care of everything I needed to take care of, such as paying things off and giving money to my family members, I spent my bread on a new apartment downtown. Now y'all know I'm from the trenches, man. But me seeing this updated modern apartment, man, it was blowing me away like Angela White. The dual level also featured a nice bedroom downstairs. I ain't gonna lie, man, when Kalani came over, I ain't gonna lie, we gonna have to edit out that last 30 seconds. We got kids watching this. My fault, y'all, but basically, you get the point. It had all the nice features, nice bathroom, bedroom, living space. I was living good. I had nothing to complain about. I know y'all remember my old car, the white Mitsubishi. Yeah, I had to get rid of that mug and cop the Batmobile, an all-black supercar. The car and the crib was my only 2 big purchases. I know y'all don't know, but once you make it to the league, you gotta manage your money well. When I wasn't practicing or working on my game, I was going to some meetings trying to lock in some brand deals. I ain't gonna lie, I met some weird people along the way, but it was all good, cause I was trying to secure even more paper. I ain't going out like Delonte West. Now y'all know I got drafted late in the first round of the Warriors. Since they had Steph in the crew, they sent me down to the G League to prove myself. Wasn't that many roster spots. If y'all know me by now, y'all should know I was locked in and ready to go. If I hooped, I could get a call up, and then the real journey will begin. But let's get to the G League first.
This world shall know pain.
Little buffalo's out for blood.
And just like that, I was sort of in my first NBA game. I ain't gonna lie, the nerves and tension was high. But hey, I've been going through pressure all my life. But this was my dream. So it was really time for me to go out and show out. Now the first thing I immediately noticed, the difference between college and the NBA, is the speed of the game. But y'all already know I was fast, and on my first possession, hey, I got my first NBA bucket. Even though it was a G League game, man, the crowd was packed, and there was a lot of energy in the building. We was feeling good. Until we found out one of the opposing players got hurt. What made it even more messed up is it was kinda my fault. You see, I tried to close out when he was shooting his first shot, and it was similar to my injury at Stanford. That boy rolled that thing something crazy. But hey man, prayers up to him. I hope he get well soon. Now when you play in the NBA, it's a lot of freedom. So you already know I was going to that screen and roll, and this happened. Hey! Man, we back like we never left. But hey man, the next possession, I ended up stepping through the lane and getting a nice dime to the center. I really wanted to showcase all of my skill, not just the scoring and athleticism. I could pass too. You already know I get rebounds. As y'all can see, the lay package ain't going nowhere as I hit a tough floater over 2 defenders. Now this game was very low scoring, I ain't gonna lie. It was only 11-17 in the second quarter. But hey, I figured I just needed to attack and get us going so we can get the blowout dub. You know I had to double it on the dunks. So then I figured, hey, why not triple it? A lot of analysts and people had a lot of stuff to say about my game. But one thing they can't deny, I was a nightmare in transition. Coming into the league, I knew that was my strong suit. So every time I got a defensive board, I was getting the ball up the floor and pushing it. But I ain't score that thing every time. I just get deep in the paint and then kick to a wide open teammate. I mentioned the speed of the game, but I also forgot to mention how physical everybody was in the NBA. I tried to go up for a lay, and man, this dude knocked me into the cameraman. I felt like an idiot, bro. That's the first time I've ever done something like that in the game. And Kalani was watching. I was just praying that she didn't have me sleeping on the couch tonight. But anyway, the game plan to attack and transition was working. It seemed like every time I got a defensive board, I was pushing it and had a wide open lane. Hey! And next thing you know, they was getting blown out. Shout out to Autumn Falls. Late in the fourth, I hit him with a mean Pop-Tart. Had them defenders looking stupid off the pump fake. And just like that, my first G League game was in the books. Just like Troy Bolden at a cookout, them boys never had a chance. I would be lying if I said I wasn't dog tired after the game. But hey, I was hooping though, y'all seen it. I ended up dropping 30 and 12, a double-double in my first G League game. But hey, this next G League game is where things get real crazy. So after the first game, I had a convo with some of my teammates, and they was basically like, bruh, you don't even need to be here. So when you get the opportunity, go there and show out. So y'all already know what I had to do next. As Peter Griffin would say, you dropped something. I got the steal on a PG, and then I went straight to the cup for a poster. Hey! Fast forward into the second quarter, I would end up getting the G League Player of the Week. Drove to the cup and damn! Oh my God! Man, the way I was dunking on people left and right, I was about to apply for the dunk contest this year. But I know y'all boys ain't think that was it. Shit, I kept attacking. Went to the lane again and on the next possession, hit him with a mean crossover and once again. Now mid-second quarter, we was starting to pull away from this team. And y'all know the great saying, give up the ball, you get it back. And I ended up getting the and one bucket. You already know what it is. It's 100% from the line. I ain't even got to show y'all nothing. I said spin move. Hit that boy with something mean. And then got the dunk right after. Toward the end of the game, they fought back and made it a 4-point game. And I ain't gonna lie, my teammates just told me to start taking over. I already had about 29 at that point, so I figured I just gotta keep cooking. We ain't losing this game though. I ain't doing none of that. Ended up getting a tough finish. And I ain't gonna lie, man, I'm definitely gonna get investigated after this game because I caught another body. Hey! Now in the fourth quarter, it was at this moment I knew that them boys could not guard me for nothing. I mean, I honestly felt disrespected that the Warriors decided to send me to the G League. But I mean, I can't really blame them. They got Steph, Clay, Draymond, and the whole dynasty in that organization. But really, putting me on that team, it would be crazy. We mess around and go back to the NBA championship. I know y'all boys ain't think I went the whole game without shooting. Matter of fact, in the fourth quarter, I wanted to shoot. I was tired from all the dunks. Now with 30 seconds to go left in the game, I ended up channeling my Juju Watkins and got the last bucket to drop 51. Dang, she fine, bro. And just like that, the game was over. Another dub for our G League team, and it was a blowout win. And it was a statement game for me. I ended up dropping 51 and 11, and that was absolutely the last thing I expected from my first 2 G League games. I mean, it was difficult, bruh, and I definitely wasn't expecting to perform like that, but I was happy at the same time. Now, if you made it this far, you made it to the end. I appreciate y'all boys for sticking around. But look, man, 2 back-to-back double-doubles, and one of them including a 51-point performance. Y'all already knew I got a call up. But hey, man, wait till y'all see what team decided to call me up. My favorite player, Michael Jordan. So Chi-Town, what's the word with it? Hey, man, we about to go in here, put in some work, and we'll see how far this journey takes us. I'll see y'all in the next one.